lightning bolts.
Oh.
All right, you're live.
Cool.
I gotta warm it up.
Yeah, I think we got everybody. I think we know.
Most of them. Huh?
I'm going to ask people
What do you think?
what you guys think. Good morning, everybody. You said we're live, right?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
Monday.
I feel like I have been gone from the store for eternity.
We've been gone for over a week.
I know it was literally a full week. It's amazing though when you're here all the time. It's been gone for 6 days. Good morning, Val. I missed it though, and the shop looked great. I came back and I was like, "Oh man, new fabric." Yeah. Speaking of which, I got to figure out. Is this who do you think that is?
That's Aretha Franklin.
Is it?
Yes, that's Aretha Franklin.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Val. Looks like it's just me and you today. What do you want to talk about? All right. Where to start? Unfortunately, Joann is not going to be here with us this morning, I think, or for the next 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
But Tony and I are here. Have no fear. That rhymed. So we got all sorts of stuff. As I was just saying, I just came back from Janome training. A week of Janome training. It was phenomenal. I've sold Janomes for years, and so I am in no way cocky. I can always learn, but I was pretty confident. Well, when I actually got in and started playing, especially with the new CM17, boy, there's so much to learn, and it's all super exciting. I'm not going to get into too much of that today, but I got really excited about a lot of new features. Ruler work, just keep that in your mind because we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I also came in and found all this gorgeous new fabric, which we'll get to this in a minute. I think this is one that my wife was like, really, dude?
It's cats. Just
like Bigfoot, people loved it. It is cats and people love cats, but how fun is this? What sold me was the David Bowie and the Biggie Smalls. Now, what I don't know is the actual cute. I'm sure they all have cute cat names.
Probably.
So, good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Betsy. Good morning, Carol. All right, Val, we're not alone. So we're trying to decide who, let's see, what was the question? Was it these two? This is Madonna, yeah. We think, right? Who do you guys think this is? I think you're right. I think it's Queen Bee, which, if you're not cool and hip, we're talking about Beyonce. I think that's, yeah, obviously Cyndi Lauper. I love Cyndi Lauper. Bob Marley. There's got to be cute. Willie Nelson.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Bruce Springsteen with the flag in the back.
Oh, it could be either or, actually.
Yeah, it could. I know you said that.
I think I was thinking about country on my mind. So do we think this is Dolly? Who do you guys think this is? Is it Dolly Parton? I don't know. Morning, Maria. Good morning, Nancy. Anyway, so this is just one of the really fun panels that we got going on. And it's not a Halloween panel, but look, they're all in costume. So how fitting is that? Because guess what? It's our favorite month of the year. I was like so bummed. I was like, man, I'm not going to be here for October 1st, but the store is decorated even more so. You guys made it look awesome. And I got home Saturday and started decorating the house. We did a little bit before I left. So I'm in full Halloween October mode. Hence the shirt. And you can't see, Tony, I didn't show you, but I got awesome socks on.
Jason.
I got Jason socks on. So I don't know, a lot of new fabric, but we still have tons of Halloween fabric. So we're doing a Halloween fabric blowout sale. We didn't even talk about what that sale was, but I know that we're doing panel sales still. We've got a lot of new panels, but we still have some not old panels, but ones that have been around for a little bit. So we're doing 20% off any panel, any single panel, or buy two, get one free. That for sure. And I tell you what, I will noodle on the Halloween sale. We'll do something. It's going to be a big sale. We want to blow it out, literally. Not just a sale, it's a blowout. So, and we have kits. That's right. We have Halloween kits. I don't think we have any pre-cuts.
I think we did, actually.
We might have some pre-cuts. So, if you've been procrastinating or if you want to prepare for next year, actually the best time to buy for next year is right now because you're not going to get a better deal than a blowout. You know what I mean? So Halloween sale, blowout thing. Stay tuned. We'll post. I'll make a post and give you what the actual sale is. We'll chat here in just a little bit. So if you want to come in, I promise you it'll be worth it.
Let's see. Yes, is that a panel?
This is a panel, and there is what we got two complementary
Coordinates, yeah.
coordinates. One is lightning bolts, which
like David Bowie's.
Oh yeah. Like the David Bowie lightning bolts, which is real fun. And then there's records, right? Like vinyl, yeah, which is awesome. And I mean, honestly, look, there's every color in the rainbow. It would be easy to find some blenders to mix with those three.
It's got guitars in the background.
There is guitars, white on white guitars. That'd be fun. We don't have a white on white guitar, but that would be cool. Anyway, yes, that is a panel, but there are two other bolts to go with it, and then obviously you'll be able to find a bazillion things to match it. How fun is that, right? So, all right. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Dorothy. What's everybody doing today? Just hanging out, waiting for us to go on? Well, welcome. Sorry, there's no tips and tricks today, but I got a little something. So,
it's also cold.
Is it cold? You think it's cold?
No, I don't, but I love it.
I think the weather's awesome.
Me too.
Yeah. Now, I do not like cold weather. So I definitely brought a jacket because I stepped outside. I go, but I wouldn't call it cold. I'd call it kind of perfect.
Oh.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than on Halloween, you know who dresses up and you sweat. You know what I mean? I remember being able to wear whatever I want because it's cold outside. So I'll take a little bit of cool weather for Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, all right, let's jump into it. Martelli Monster Mash. Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
We've got 2 spots left for the morning. I think 2 spots left for the morning. So let me back up. Just in case you have no idea what this is. Martelli Monster Mash right here. Join us if you dare. It's on Friday the 13th. There's 2 sessions. So we got a 10:30 session and a 2 o'clock session. The 10:30 session is the one that's almost full. There's 2 spots left. The 2 o'clock, 2:30 session has plenty of space, I think. Not plenty, but there's enough that if you've been trying to jump in, and if for some reason you cannot sign up for the 2 o'clock, 2:30 one, and you're just dying to come, just give us a call if it does fill up. We'll figure something out. We want anybody and everybody to be able to come. So you're going to get full-on high-level education on all the Martelli products. You get hands-on demonstrations, hands-on experience. $15 to register. You get a limited edition t-shirt. Martelli's bringing you a special gift, and then we're going to be doing door prizes and giveaways. And when I say better than Quilt Show pricing, I'm not lying. So Martelli is known for their tables. There's a bazillion accessories and tools and notions, and they have a new cutting table and a new sewing table, and a new cutting table, and a new, I don't know what to call it.
TV tray.
TV tray. It's not a TV tray, but it's a smaller kind of like portable cutting table. It's awesome. So I'm excited that they're going to bring all that stuff, and we're going to get to learn from the best. Also, it's a Halloween party. So come dressed up, at least come festive. All right. You don't have to be full on. You should be, but that's all right. We won't judge you. I promise. But we're going to give you a $10 cut up and sew gift card. So you can basically look at it this way. Spend $15, you're getting $10 back. It costs you $5.
There you go.
It's a no-brainer. Come out and have fun with us. I'm excited. So Martelli Monster Mash, Friday the 13th. Let me get my notes. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, Mara, Annabella. Good morning, Terry. Wow, all sorts of people in here today. I love it.
I missed you.
Yeah, you all just came because you knew I was back. I don't buy it. What's next? Oh. We also, so important, Martelli, this is going to be awesome all on its own, but we got our scissor sharpener to come and join us for that day as well. So a lot of people have been asking, when is he coming back? And I couldn't believe we could get him in such short notice, but I'm so excited. Fred is going to be here on the 13th all day to sharpen scissors. Even if you're not participating in the Monster Mash, bring your scissors. Of course, if you can't come that day, bring them beforehand. We'll call you when he's done. Pretty easy. And I'm excited because he'll do literally everything except saws. So pinking shears, kitchen knives, throwing axes, you name it. We've had throwing axes. That's why I always say that. But I'm excited to have that on top of this. Plus the Halloween blowout. Oh boy, it's going to be a party. Woo! All right. So Monster Mash, scissor sharpening, check. Now we've got on October the 25th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is the, oh boy, what's the official name? It's a trick-or-treating party.
Sizzling market.
Shoot. So we've been doing these things called Sizzling Summer Nights and the Autumn Zizzling Night, something. Anyway, what it is we're here in the shopping center called City Marketplace. And there's a ton of really cool, locally owned small businesses here that people don't know about. And so they've been trying to bring attention to it by having all of the businesses participate in kind of like a little mini shop hop. Right? You get a passport, you bounce around, you get them stamped, and then all the participating businesses give away prizes, and we do all sorts of drawings and fun stuff. So I don't know why I'm pointing there, but I don't have a sign for it there. But on the 25th from 4 to 8, we're doing a trick-or-treating kind of city marketplace party. There is actually a costume contest for children and for pets. I repeat, and for pets. If you want more information on that, it's on our website. It's on our Facebook page. Feel free to call. It's going to be fun. And I like that all of the businesses are starting to kind of come out and participate. And we're finally able to set up a tent outside, which is going to make a big deal, which is really cool. And we have vendors. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. So again, that's the 25th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Bring the kiddos, bring the neighbors, bring the friends, trick-or-treating safely and supporting local businesses. It's important and it's awesome. I'm amazed how many people come in here going, I didn't know you were back here. We're not really back here. We're kind of right off the main road, but there's no signage on the main road. So I get it. So we're a destination shop, but a lot of these places, there's an amazing ice cream spot 4 or 5 doors down, really good deli across the way. Redefined Foods does the healthiest, delicious food I've ever tasted. And I'm weird about it. If it's healthy, I don't really like it, but it's really good. So anyway, good morning, Carrie. Hey, St. Augustine. That's right. I know where you're at. So that again is October 25th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Did I forget anything about that? Call us because we'll be posting. We've been posting about it, but I know there's a few different posts going around, so people get confused. It's all one big kind of block party. All the businesses are participating. So awesome. Now, also this month, another event, but this one you can do from home. I repeat, you can do it from home. I think you even put in the caption, right?
In the comfort of your
car or anywhere. So it is a virtual event. We love doing these Dime virtual events because it's a lot of information that you can rewatch it if you can't catch it live. But they actually demonstrate new tools that maybe have been around that you had never had a chance to see how they work. And they're the pros. And so what's nice about the Dime stuff is, yeah, sure, you get discounts and all that, but there's so many tools that it becomes overwhelming and people don't know what to use for what project or when to use what. But if you have the right tool, it makes the job easier. So these are really cool. This is called the Scoop on In the Hoop. Basically, you're going to learn all about in the hoop embroidery. And so what is it? The Hump Day Hoopers. Hey, sign up and register. We've got our monthly in the hoop class that's been going on. So this is going to be perfect timing for you guys. I actually took a picture so that I can make sure I can read the description to you. I didn't want to butcher it here.
And how much is it?
Oh, free, $99. No, it's free. It's $0 and 0 cents. It is a free virtual event. Anytime we do these Dime events, there is zero cost. You do have to register though, and you do have to register, I believe, before the event starts in order to get the link. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And then you have 48 hours to watch it. The beauty of watching it in real time though is if you have questions, you can ask them and get them answered immediately because they have a moderator, somebody who's actually watching it and answering the questions. So let's see. Learn the art of completing unique projects with just one hooping. From customizing designs to zipping it up on an embroidery machine, we've got all the tips and tricks covered. Wow. So that's exactly it. In the hoop embroidery. And a lot of people are starting to get excited about and doing projects in the hoop. So check that out. Again, that is the 26th, and it's at 12 p.m. Eastern. So 12 o'clock our time, noon. A lot of the flyers, because they're Central Time says like 11 Central Time, but it's noon, 12 o'clock Eastern for all you Floridian folk. Obviously, it'd be 11 o'clock Central Time, and Mountain Time, I don't know. Good luck. 10? Okay. Google it because I don't know. I get confused with that. Woo, that's a lot of stuff going on in October.
That's part of it.
And that's just the start. We've got a ton of classes, which I'm not going to get into that really because there is a lot. We're doing the witch's and wizard's hat for the third time. I saw Tracy at the park yesterday. She goes, "Thanks for having that class again, the third time." And I said, "Thank Karen." Both times it filled up, and both times the results were phenomenal. Like people finished it. They were all so cute and unique. It was awesome. So we're doing it again. Do you know the date off the top of your head?
21st. It's a Saturday.
And that's right. People were asking Saturday or weekends. Carrie, I think you were asking about that. Saturday, the 21st.
Yeah, I think it's at 1.
I think that sounds right. At like one-ish. Check our calendar, cutupandsew.com. You'll find it. Or call us. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And I can't believe we've never done a class 3 times, like almost back to back.
Mm-hmm.
But people keep wanting it. And it's, perfect timing. It's the season. And so we wouldn't normally do that. But Karen's awesome and you guys are awesome. So we'll keep doing it. Good morning, Tris. You're late. Where you been? I've been talking for like 17 minutes. Okay, so just to recap, Martelli Monster Mash on the 13th. Spots are still available. The morning session is getting close. Scissor Sharpener will be there. We've got the trick-or-treating party on the 25th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that means the shop will be open until 8 that day. Even if you don't want to trick-or-treat, come and shop late. Anybody that's working after, or that works like the rest of us who can't normally get here on a weekday, feel free to come in afterwards because we'll be here till 8. Yeah, we will be. We'll be open from 4 to 8. Well, we're open all day, but we'll just be open extended hours to 8. But we'll have a tent out front and we'll be doing some trick-or-treating fun. So all dressed up. Packing for my trip to see you. That is a great excuse, Trish. Take your time. In fact, turn this off, pack faster. That's awesome. You're going to come down. And then in the scoop on In the Hoop, the virtual free dime event on the 26th. Right? Yep. At noon. Eastern time noon. All right. Let's talk about fabric real fast. Oh, I love how decorated the store is. It's fantastic. You guys probably think I'm crazy.
Let me show this one.
Yeah, okay. Here.
Oh.
Let's see if I can reach around. I don't know if it's going to be
that's
too
perfect.
close or not. How gorgeous is this? Woo! This is a Northcott collection called Allure. I'm reading it upside down. I think it's called Allure. Is that not stunning? I don't know.
And it's digitally printed, so it's really stunning.
Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous. And people love peacocks. I'm very picky about artwork. This is just gorgeous. Woof. So that is the panel that goes along with all of these gorgeous. I mean, I love it how it looks like painted. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's like this. I'll let you hold it. Actually, you probably do it better.
Close up.
Yeah. It is so pretty. And they're my colors too. I don't even mind the green. And I normally don't like green so much, but
Well, it's like a seafoam.
it is like a seafoam. Yeah, you're right. Wow, that's so pretty. Oh.
Water drops, I guess.
Yeah. And you've got the darker colorway. Yeah, it's so nice. Absolutely gorgeous. So that is in stock currently. Obviously, we just showed it to you. But we just got that in, and we got a bunch of stuff in. I haven't even had a fully had a chance to walk around and see everything, but I know we got a bunch of new fabric in. So we still, of course, always, in case you haven't been to the shop in a while, we always have our $7.99 sale rack, and we've got an actual $9.99, like 3 racks that we've kind of decided instead of, because it's not very old, but we just have so much stuff coming in that we figure let's discount the stuff that's a little bit older. Or that maybe sometimes gets hidden in a corner that people don't see. I feel like we have some dead spots, which is really bizarre because I see you walking by it, but your eyes go where your eyes go, you know? So anyway, I'm excited about all the new fabric. That's gorgeous. And this too. I got to get one because this is going to go away fast for sure.
Cute.
Do we have some of this left though? I know you said you were selling some.
Oh, the panels?
The panels we got. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm not missing anybody. Let me know if I miss anybody. All right. So, and I just wanted to say thank you, Sherry, for my Ryan's Case for Smile shirt. Is this not awesome? Thank you. That's so nice that you got this for me. I will wear it proudly. I don't have the full count, by the way. I know somebody had asked. Sherry picked up the pillowcases Saturday. I just know that, look, whether we hit 500 or not, we got close. And the amount of pillowcases that you guys donated is mind-blowing in a short amount of time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I as always, blown away. A lot of kids are going to be a little bit happier in a not so happy situation. So that's awesome. And I don't know if you really want the count, we'll get it for you, but I just know we did awesome. And we're always a drop-off center. So it doesn't matter if there's a charity drive going on. Literally every single day that we're open, you can bring pillowcases and we'll make sure we get them to Sherry. Same thing goes with Project Linus. Same exact concept. We're always a drop-off center. So if you want to do some good and sew some pillowcases, bring them on in. We'll find somewhere to find somewhere for them. What do I talk about now? Where's Joann?
Where's your list?
It's over here, but all it says is Genome training. I know what I want to talk about. So it's not necessarily a tips and tricks, but if you've ever talked to me, people always go, are you a quilter? Like, what do you sew? And I never know how to answer it because I don't do it a lot. But when I do it, it tends to be more art quilty. Does that make sense? So I like to learn techniques. Whether I like that technique or not it depends. Like if I learn something and I go, okay, I like that look, but I don't like the process, I won't ever do it again. But at least I understand it now. Some things I'll just pick, like I love collage quilts. So I'll mix collage quilting with applique with free motion or thread painting. I don't know what to call that. It's a hodgepodge of stuff that I just enjoy. I like it messy and I don't like having a plan. So I just kind of start and then see where it goes. I used to do that when I was painting. And so, and I don't know, that's part of me. For me, that's part of the fun. So, but I love free motion because you've heard me joke about it. I don't like sewing straight lines. I don't like rules. I don't like guidelines. Patterns stress me out. But free motion is very like freeing, or it just feels like I can do whatever I want. So we started doing some training on CM17, the new M8, which is, we'll do a whole thing on that. But ruler work. So how many people out there actually have done and enjoy ruler work? Not with these rulers, just in general. Let's see if anybody actually does ruler work. I thought that I would absolutely hate it because you're literally following a stencil, but I can always appreciate like preciseness of ruler work where you don't get that unless you're a really good free motion quilter. I started playing and I haven't washed off my guidelines yet, but I got to understand and actually, believe it or not, enjoy ruler work. This is by no stretch perfect, but I got the idea and I learned the technique. And I thought I would just talk a little bit about that because people often ask, do you have rulers? And when we start asking, well, we have some. What kind of machine do you have? Is it a high shank, low shank? People go, I don't know. I mean, it's probably the most asked question. Is it a high or low shank? So first things first, if you're doing ruler work, I don't know if the camera can see, maybe if I hold this up behind it. You need a ruler foot. I don't know if it's going to be able to see this, but obviously for a ruler, you can see that there's some thickness to it. If you have a regular foot, what's going to happen is it's going to go right up over the top. It's going to go right over the ruler and your needle's going to go through the ruler and most likely break and cause you a bunch of headaches. So this foot fits nicely against the edge of that. See how it's almost the exact same. Actually, it might be the exact same size. It's like they did it on purpose. So you have to have a ruler foot, step one, and rulers. And Tony, tell me if this is going to work. You might have to move the camera a little bit. Depending on the type of machine you have, not all machines are great for ruler work or for free motion. So, you know, do your feed dogs drop? Do you have the ability to actually free motion quilt would be probably step one. Two is, what type of shank do you have? The ankle comes off is the easiest way to do this. And we actually just Googled it to make sure. So this little screw here, which is your shank or your ankle screw, the one that holds that on, if it is 1/2 inch from the needle plate to the screw, it's a low shank. If it is 1 inch from here to here, so if it's 1 inch, then it is a, guess what, high shank. That's the easiest way that because we were talking about, I was like, I don't know how to explain it other than it's higher than the other one. But if you don't have two machines to look at, how would you know? So actually, we both sat there and looked online, and that was the measurements. That's really cool because I never knew that. So high shank, low shank. Doesn't matter what your ankle is. People will look at this, and I've seen them come in and go, well, is this a high shank or low shank? That's hard for me to tell. Sometimes you can tell because it is higher, but the best thing to do is to look at your needle bar, and actually more specifically than the screw. So 1/2 inch to the needle plate, low shank, 1 inch, high shank. And there's some weird stuff in the middle that we're not going to worry about because I had never heard of it, like a curved angled shank or something weird. So good morning, Jan. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Kathy. Are you part of Kimber Bell? What do you mean? We're a certified Kimber Bell shop. We haven't done Kimber Bell in a while. We did like a full year of the Kimber Bell exclusive design embroidery. It was literally a Kimber Bell club almost. But people it became a little repetitive. I don't want to dog on Kimber Bell. It's not what I'm going to do. But so we've kind of held back, and now we've just switched it to an in the hoop club. We will do some Kimber Bell projects, but it's not a Kimber Bell club, if that makes sense. And I don't know, we sold most of the Kimber Bell kits. We did have some of the bench pillows and other things, but I think we've sold out of those. So, but for the most part, I can get you anything Kimber Bell that you want. So feel free to ask when you're down here visiting. Yay. So hopefully that makes sense. High shank or low shank, it matters because when you get the ruler foot, and a lot of people have seen, like, this is a Westerly design kit. I love Westerly design. They pair up with Janome, and well, they pair up with a lot of brands, but the kits often like this come with 2 rulers or more and the foot. All you have to do is buy the foot once. So make sure if you're buying the kits, and we've got a lot of rulers coming in. Some are kits, some are single rulers, but they do not all come with a foot. So step one, make sure that you're buying the right foot, whether it's a high shank or low shank. And then my suggestion was probably get something simple, not too complicated, and really just work on following it. Because the idea, this is where I had to like trick my brain. I want to just go freely. Well, you literally have to keep the foot against the ruler, if that makes sense.
It's like cutting.
It is like cutting. So when you're using these rulers, they come with these little grippy strips. They actually told us to use, what's the Invisigrip, because these have little bumps, believe it or not. And if you put it on your machine, it can, I haven't seen it happen, but I've heard that it can scratch or get caught. So the Invisigrip, which I don't know if we have anymore, but we will get some in, is almost like this clear piece of tape. But the idea is that it sticks to your fabric. So when you're moving the ruler, you're also moving the fabric, because you got to remember your foot staying still, and you're just following you're moving the foot along, moving the ruler and the fabric along the foot, which stays stationary. It was the opposite of, well, what I wanted to do is keep coming away from the ruler. And that's where you just got to really pay attention that you're up against it and you don't want to fight against it. So turn the fabric and pivot to where you're literally just moving it forward is what I found. Anyway, we're going to do some ruler work classes. If anybody has a lot of experience with ruler work, I am looking for a good ruler work educator. Just because I played with it and made that little thing doesn't mean I'm ready to teach if you don't want me teaching. But I do really want to, it's something we haven't offered here. We had one little group come in and we did some ruler work, which was great, but we haven't actually offered a ruler work class. And I think beginner ruler work is something that I want to do. So, I don't know, you got any experience?
A little bit.
Yeah, not too confident with that one. No, but so if anybody is super confident or enough to where they could give us some tips and tricks and basics, I would love to talk to you. But we are going to be offering a lot of rulers, and I ordered some kits that actually include every ruler that would make all of this, plus some hearts and some other things. So it's a really nice kit.
What about the baby locks? Since this is a Janome, works with baby lock too.
100% it works with baby. Oh, yeah. So I just happened to be at Janome training, so we used the CM17, which I'm not going to lie. I used the ASR, which is their stitch regulator. Probably made it a lot easier. Well, for the look of the stitches. I absolutely loved it. I definitely am going to try it on our baby locks as well as Janome's without the stitch regulator. And I've done that before. I needed someone to actually sit down and show me the steps so that I was comfortable enough to actually, okay, now let's play. Because honestly, the precision you get is really cool looking. I mean, if you don't have a long arm and you're not doing a king size quilt, you can do the ruler work on any baby lock that allows you to do the free motion, or Janome if you have the right foot and ruler. I mean, it's as simple as that. So I also did some embroidery, which I'll just show you guys because it was really fun. And I tell you, if you haven't played with the CM17, shoo, it is fast, it is precise, and they call it high def embroidery. And I never understood what that means, but it really does have a high definition look. It's so clean. Yeah. It's really nice. So I had fun with embroidery. I was very comfortable with embroidery. So the ruler work is what I really took away. A bunch of other stuff, but anyway, I don't know if that was tips and tricks or if that just confused you guys more, but hopefully it helped. The high shank part, make sure you take a note on that because that's something we learned today. Okay, cool. I want to take the lace class. Oh, in the hoop. Yeah. Is that a Kimberbell? No, but you know what? It's freestanding lace, and so Kimberbell does. A lot of different designers do freestanding. Is that the white
card holder
with Maria?
Mm-hmm.
The card holder. The lace is on. Do you know the date off the top of your head?
Not this Thursday. It's next week from Thursday.
A week from Thursday. Tris, when are you going to be here?
Should be here this Saturday.
This Saturday? Fantastic. So yeah, that's our, I guess not this week, but the next week's in the hoop. And the witch's hat? Oh, yay, Tris. Cool. All right. So good morning, Bonnie. I think that's it. Ruler work. Don't be scared of it. And if you've been looking at it and you want to play, come in. I'm happy to sit down with you and just show you what I learned. Maybe that's where you want to start. Don't be afraid. Same thing with free motion. Everybody's terrified to just hit the gas and start going. And that's what you got to do. And you do have to practice. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah. It's not a natural feeling. If you're writing a letter, think about the pencil sitting still and you're moving the paper. Your brain, yeah. So, anywho, am I missing any questions or anything? All right. So, panels all on sale. Halloween. You don't know what the discount is yet, but it's really good. It'll probably be like 25% or something. I don't know. Something huge. I'll have to look at it and see what we have left for sure. But that'll start, and I'll make a post on it. But that'll start today. We've got new panels in. Martelli Monster Mash, scissor sharpening. She's doing this. Scissor sharpening. That we won't get him probably for the rest of the year. So this is your last chance, at least here at this shop, to get scissor sharpened. So again, feel free to bring him earlier if you're going to be out of town. We are happy to hang on to him. I mean, we'll call you when he's done, but as long as you bring him in ahead of time, we can put him in a bag. And I don't know if you hear the leaf blower guy, but he's making all sorts of racket. And then the trick-or-treating on the 25th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then the virtual dime event, The Scoop on In the Hoop, that is a mouthful, on October the 26th at noon Eastern Time. It's a free virtual event that you can watch at home or in your car or wherever you want. Just not here, sadly, because I think we have a couple of classes going on. Everybody always wants us to set it up in the classroom, and I'd love to, but it always falls when we have something else going on, which is because we always have something going on. All right, that's it. I am done talking. Anything that I left out?
No. Saturday.
It's nice to have Joann here because, boy, talking for a long time. Next week, we're going to have maybe some tips and tricks with Tony. Yeah? Any idea what?
It'll be a surprise. That's a mystery.
It's a mystery. You'll have to show up to find out. Does he sharpen garden tools? Absolutely. Becky, literally, I mean, and I say that, I'm not joking, anything but saws. There's something about the teeth on the saw that he can't sharpen. But I mean, pinking shears, I was not joking. We've had people bring in throwing axes. I mean, what Maria brought in her massive like pruning shears. I don't know what the pruning shears, but giant scissors for trees. Tree scissors. So yeah, absolutely. He literally sharpens anything and everything. So you got me for 10 days. Awesome. That's fantastic. All right. Well, that's it. I'm going to stop talking and get to work and go find out what other kind of fun fabric we got in. Lots of classes. So sign up, cutupandsew.com. Give us a call if you guys have any questions. As always, have an awesome week. Happy Halloween.